It's your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time in your golden hour.
Good evening, everyone, TGH family. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful Wednesday evening. 5:30 p.m. is the time for you to gather around your screens. Nihlale kuma lounge enu, my sitting room, my living room, however you call it, and tune on to Eswatini TV and watch your favorite entertainment show, A Golden Hour. Hashtag Kumnanze Kaya. It is good to be home. It's a family Wednesday. We're super excited about today. Welcome to the show. My name is Nopita Masangani. We'll talk about discipline today. There's so many clips, if you're in TikTok, on social media, basically, you've been seeing clips of this particular disciplinary boot camp for young people that has been trending. The founder or director of this particular boot camp started this one as an initiative to bring kids closer to what we can call self-discipline or instilled discipline in their lives. You need that. It will take you a long mile in life. Discipline and self-discipline, because they're two different things. You might be disciplined from home, have disciplinarian parents, but you also need self-discipline. Which is part of self-discipline. How do you build that? How do you go about that? Or maybe you have a kid, since today is a family Wednesday, you have a kid, a baby, a child. We have a beautiful conversation today on the Golden Hour about the importance of taking maybe your kid to a disciplinary camp. This one is an exclusive. It's an event that is coming up in a couple of days. So make sure that you stick around for that and so much more on the Golden Hour today. And of course, I'm with my partner in crime as always, Noma. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
It's a Wednesday. I'm excited. You're speaking about discipline. I think it's cool and I'm so excited that there's this initiative because Satugusi Laveni Bamfana Labangatsi Abalalele Makaya oftentimes by Yusufula Master. Imagine a disciplinary camp of one about four. Guys.
At least they are not spanked.
Yeah.
At least they are not beaten.
Yeah, that's
they're just
true.
taught the way of life, principles of life, things to keep you, in good shape, basically, as a kid. Osakuri, I will really need that as you grow up.
That's true. And they also get to just appreciate the efforts of Batal Babo, guys, because sometimes we never listen to our parents, teenage years, you're feeling like, no, you want to be disobedient. So I'm so excited to find out, how is this camp helping, and of course, everything that comes with it, guys, so that you guys know that's also an option that you can explore. But, then you can take it to the disciplinary camp, guys. And of course, welcome to the show, guys. It's the Golden Hour on a Family Wednesday. We're so excited that we're back on your screens again today, and we have family-friendly films that you guys can catch up on. As always, we are ready to start the show, and of course, we never start the show without looking what the entire world is celebrating. Today, we are celebrating what it's called Internet Self-Care Day. Let's just take a break from the internet. I hope that is what it means.
No, we're embracing the internet. We're going along with the internet. We're just, embracing change. But we need to embrace change. Computer in the 1800s, going into the 1900s. Compared to what we have today. Microprocessor, generations. So you need to embrace that, accept, change and so that applies with the internet. We are not doing away with the internet. We are not taking the internet away from our lives, but what we're doing is that we're taking good care of ourselves while we're using the internet, which is why it's called Internet Self-Care Day, right? So that internet, you seldom, be mindful of what happens, around you. You forget about the people within your personal space, your social circle, that's what they call it, you know, utikhanze so uhleli la cingweni lakho, uhleli ku-internet, uhleli ku-social media, ukhohlwe kuyopheka, ushise kudla, ukhohlwe kuvusela nemuntu lo wenza eceleni kwakhe because you are on WhatsApp, you know. But today is a very important day, lapho khona sithi let's raise awareness about, yes, the internet is important, but we need to set boundaries. We need to set, you know, limits, you know, as to how long we go on our internet, how much time we spend on the internet. That applies for the kid, that applies for the adult, and of course any other person that uses the internet. You know, what's nice about at schools, because, you know, akhona lawo ma boundaries la set, you know, ma settings laba khona kulawo ma computer or tablets lawo etikolweni, you know, so at least they are safe there. But what happens when they get home and they lend their hands on their uncle or aunt's phone? It could be a PC or just a cell phone, bangene internet. What is it that they see or encounter there? It's important for us to take good care of ourselves and our kids from the dangers of the internet. There's so many other things that happen on the internet, you know, cyber attack, cyber bullying. We talk about that countless times on the golden hour. We need to be safe and protected from all of that. Let's protect the family from all the internet dangers or any other thing that's just hazardous or not good for us that we can encounter on the internet. So it's Internet Self-Care Day today. Take good care of yourself and make sure that we are protected because 100% of the time when you're looking at your phone, you're exposed to light, you know, from your phone, UV light, that's what they call it. So it's important for you to take those breaks within while you use that internet.
Definitely, well said. And today we're also celebrating what is called Senior Citizens Day. We are celebrating Bogogo Nabomkulu. We are celebrating the older generation, the people that we look up to. So initially this day was established in the United States by President Ronald Reagan. Abuga imisebenzi yebamfula sebakhulile in the community, and of course when it comes to, you know, employment. So oftentimes we think that, you know, they have no wisdom to pass. No matter times have changed, there's not so much that we can learn from them. But truthfully, so the older generation of people that are grown and older than us have so much knowledge to pass, basically because they have so much experiences when it comes to life, so much challenges that they have encountered, successes as well that we can also learn from. And also just to take a look at the fact that there wasn't so much advancement when it comes to technology and how we do things. There's so many things that have changed over the years, and they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of skills to pass down, such as Bokoko nje bayafundisana kolosha, and if you have an uncle at home bayafundisana ukuthi, you know, still work is sebenza anything, farming. When it comes to, you know, in Eswatini we do a lot of subsistence farming, so there's a lot of knowledge that you can take or grasp from like old people. So we're celebrating them and the wisdom that they pass down towards us.
Yeah, and a big shout out to the grannies, grandpas,
Yeah.
watching the golden hour today, because I know that they do watch. And of course we do have a random facts. It's a Wednesday, Family Wednesday on the show today. My one is about swims. The word swims,
Yes.
inverted or just in its actual position,
Okay.
still remains swims,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Swims will be swims even when turned upside down. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
All right, so my random fact for today is that we normally think that, you know, the word French kiss is something that was established in 18 plus. Before I even talk about this, 18 plus, we normally think that, you know, the French kiss is something that was established in France rather, excuse me, but the French have actually another word for a French kiss, and that is titled galocha. So that's the word that they use for French kiss. It is galocha. They don't call it a French kiss. That's an interesting fact that I have for you for today.
Okay. Okay. So the French are not calling it French kiss.
Yes.
Okay. Galocha.
Yes. Galocha.
Okay. That's the word. Okay. Let's take a breather, Noma. When we
Yeah.
come back, we're ready with our entertainment report on a Family Wednesday. back, still on the golden hour. It is time for us to take a look at our entertainment report on a Family Wednesday. Let's talk about people that are blazing a trail, right?
Yeah.
Especially in music, right? Kuna Young Zesh, Intwane Ncane. Young Zesh siyathi ukuthi is currently on a tour. He termed or called it Lwandiso Tour, named after his album, which is named after his firstborn child, right? So there's an event coming up organized by Limco Queen Events Management students. Itabe ilapha a mega lounge. So students are Limco Queen like turning up. So apparently on this one, Young Zesh will be the headliner of the event. So this is just basically students trying to do this as a way to showcase or honor the 1960s culture in terms of music and fashion. So as I've said, at Mega Lounge is where the event is, but Nolwazi had a better story to tell.
Young Zesh is going to be headlining the Vintage Vogue that will take place at the Mega Lounge Eswatini on September 20, 2024. This is another event hosted by the Limco Queen University Event Management students as a school project. Eswatini Smelane, one of the event's organizers, shares what the Vintage Vogue is all about and what they aim to celebrate.
We aim to celebrate and showcase vintage fashion and culture by highlighting the timeless elegance of past eras and provide vintage fashion appreciation.
The lineup is crazy as it features some of Eswatini's best in the music scene, which includes the likes of Zulu D, The Bishops, Sigita, Mabi, DJ Kila, and Mr. Main headliner himself, Young Zesh, just to mention a few. And of course, don't forget to stick to the theme and rock the Vintage Vogue on the 20th of September.
Well, that's it for Young Zesh, guys. Make sure that if you are close to Limco Queen or if you're close to Mega Lounge, you actually support. And what we want to take a look at right now, all the way local, guys, we are talking about We Afro, something called We Afro, returning for the 9th edition. So this is a DJ duo, and the drum rhythm in collaboration with the 2.0 will be held at Mbabane Drift Bridge at Checkers on the 8th of September. So if you're asking yourself, Kuti, yini lewe Afro, this is a movement that aims to showcase the vibrant Afro music genre in the country, featuring the hottest Afro music DJs in the country. So let's find out what Nolwazi has to say about that one.
The 9th edition of the We Afro is set to take place on September 9, 2024 at the Drift Bridge in Mbabane Checkers. We Afro is a movement that was started by a duo called the Drum Rhythm, which consists of Popo and Dino. And later on, they were joined by another DJ duo called the 2.0. Popo points out the main purpose of the We Afro movement event.
The main purpose of We Afro is to push the Afro movement, it's to push the Afro genre throughout the country because it's not familiar amongst the listeners of music in Eswatini.
The We Afro movement was a hit back then as they managed to work with big artists like South African DJ San El Musician. Unfortunately, they had to stop for some time and go back to their drawing boards and reflect on their journey, successes and challenges in order to recollect and get their groove back. The We Afro 2024 promises to be bigger and better, featuring the best Afro house DJs in the country, delivering a diverse type of performances. Don't miss out.
Welcome back, still on the golden hour, taking a look at our entertainment report. That's the We Afro event coming up soon, the 9th edition. And what happens outside the country is that during COVID-19, kwaqala i-trend ye-ma-awards labitwa ukuthi ma-social media awards, which is what we also saw happen in the country, which is now turned into Eswatini Creators Awards. But now we're taking a look at what's happening in terms of those awards in South Africa. So my nominations are out for social media awards in SA, and a couple of people have been nominated, numerous actually, not even a couple, of social media influencers, content creators, YouTubers have been nominated at this year's South African Social Media Awards. And one of these people that has been nominated is the one and only Inara Smith, who's a content creator. She's been trending. She's a model initially, a model, has been modeling in your New York Fashion Week, your Paris Fashion Week, and so many other global or international fashion ramps, right? So she has been nominated for Food Influencer of the Year year alongside your Lazy Makodi and so many other notable, food content creators in South Africa. So now the problem is that Nara Smith has been nominated, but Onezwa Mbola excluded or not nominated at the awards this year. Why is that? That is because people have been having this debate about, Nara Smith stealing content from Onezwa's page or social media countless times. So it is alleged that Nara Smith would sneak into the page, copy some of the recipes that she actually showcased on her page, which is food, preparing food from scratch for herself or family, and then she'd duplicate that and make exactly that, for her page. And that just sent social media abuzz. South Africans were really angry because they felt like, you know what, Nara doesn't deserve this nomination because, one, she's not South African. So there's whole xenophobia thing going on, Afrophobia going on in South Africa. They felt like she does not deserve this South African social media nomination. She's not South African. Her mother is originally a Sotho. She's from Lesotho, which is not in South Africa. And then her father is German. So she has to be nominated elsewhere aside from South Africa. So people are angry. Onezwa hasn't been nominated for the awards this year. I do not know, but maybe the numbers or what, whoever nominated her, I think she deserves a nomination. She's been doing a lot of things outside of just being, a food content creator. She's a stylist. She just, inspires a lot of people that are moms, stylish, and are food content creators. She deserves it.
I think it's a tricky situation, really, because sometimes how they nominate people Glamour Awards Lawa is not entirely fair. I think she deserves a nomination, at least.
But she's a content creator and has millions of followers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she deserves it.
She deserves it, very much so. Who we also want to talk about, bringing it local, no mangdoti local, no mangisi international, I'm not so sure. But she's our very own Uncle Waffles. We are talking the best of the best Amapiano DJ to ever do it on the land. We are talking her headlining the Brooklyn Mirage. So she was fresh off her historic debut as the first Amapiano DJ to headline the Wireless Festival, right? And now she's been able to headline this Brooklyn Mirage. And of course, we are very much proud of Uncle Waffles and all of the achievements that she has. And she has once again made waves by becoming the first black Amapiano DJ to headline in this particular event in Brooklyn, guys. And of course, this is in New York City, and she's had like tours before, yes, which is fine, but not headlining there. And she took to her Instagram account rather, to share pictures and news about how much a recent milestone this meant to her. The first black woman to headline the Brooklyn Mirage again, and first piano artist, and many more to come, she said. So the Brooklyn Mirage is a major venue in New York known for hosting some of the world's top electronic music artists. Her performance at the Wireless was a defining moment, signaling the influence of Amapiano on the global music stage, and she continues to break barriers and set new standards. This she posted like a couple of days ago on her social media handles and everything like that. But if it's Uncle Waffles, you know that she's always busy and she's always doing something. Uncle Waffles school, Uncle Waffles routine. She has a lot going on for herself. I'm sure she's about to drop like a beauty line or something like that. I feel it coming. But anyway, kudos to her.
Yeah, it suits her. Anything goes well with her. Anything just suits her. She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so gorgeous, So speaking of the Brooklyn Mirage, the Brooklyn Mirage, only a few African artists have been able to fill up that venue, because it stands at an 8,000 people capacity. So only a few African artists have been able to do that, and she makes it as the first black woman to do that, and the first Amapiano artist to do that. Hashtag Amapiano to the world. Let's take a short break on the Golden Hour. When we come back, we have so much more on the show.
It's your golden.
Renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 76222000 or dial *007*3*7#, or you can use Eswatini e-money. And you can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any Nedbank branch using our TV license account number 119900430037. Don't forget, when paying for your viewer's TV license, reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
A show where we interview inspirational young professionals who are making a real impact in their industries and reshaping our world. This is Young Climber.
My dream and my mission is to be a tangible example of a dream realized. You don't choose where you are born, of course, but you decide where you end up.
Our conversations spark ideas, fuel ambition, and elevate your career path. These are the stories that change your perspective on life, conversations that shape entrepreneurs and move careers forward. If you are serious about your career development, you can't afford to miss this show. Join me, Tabelo Dlamini, every Tuesday at 6:30 for Young Climber, where every episode could be your next big breakthrough.
I'm a very, 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 very happy customer.
I know.
Imali ebhizinisi ayidliwa wayidla udabulala phasi.
Hayi ngimsebenzi yethu lesindako la ekhaya njengoba niyibona linihle kangaka.
Ngiyagolosha, which is crocheting.
Ngiyakhicita ke noko kakhulu emsebenzini wethu ikhumba.
Ngenda kodaba emacici nekodaba entsanyeni.
Ngilungisa emagedlela. Hello, how are you? We are selling peanuts at 5. Thank you so much. Umdala kubusi. Find the scratch, baby.
It's your golden.
Welcome back to the Golden Hour. Sort of sehlelweni #kumnanzeka. It is good to be home. It's a family Wednesday, and we're quite honored as the Golden Hour today. Ukuthi sikhulumisa indzaba lemqoka lebalekile kakhulu emindenini. You know, as a person, as a young person growing up, you need one of these qualities, which is discipline. It goes to a certain extent where you have to have what is called self-discipline. Ukuthi tsiba nanoma ngabe umntwana wakho angasekho, umngani wakho akotishela wakho lokufunzisile those principles, those qualities of life, you know, ukhone ukuqhubeka uphile, ukhone ukuqhubeka and exude that. Today at the Golden Hour, we're honored because we have someone that came up with a concept, a beautiful concept, aqala in South Africa, Prince Mutlo, you know, a disciplinary camp, which has been trending on social media. People have been asking themselves about this particular disciplinary camp. Go see what happens there, who goes there, who attends this particular camp, and you know, why is it only for young people? Why is it only for kids? You know, and someone even mentioned something about, you know, needing a disciplinary camp for their boyfriends because hey, these days umjolo batsi batlaw heard, right? We have Prince Mutlo today on the Golden Hour to talk to us more about this particular disciplinary camp. Prince, welcome to the Golden Hour. How are you doing today?
Very demure, and how are you doing?
I'm good. Okay, yes. Okay. We're using gigantic English today. Fantastic. You know, tell us a bit about yourself. You know, we've seen a couple of profiles about you. You've been profiled by different, you know, establishments, organizations. You're South African originally. You know, tell us a bit about you and a bit about what the camp is all about.
Yeah. Well, the name is Prince, Prince Mutlo, not Mutlao.
Mutlo.
Yeah, yeah. I'm originally born in Limpopo, South Africa.
You're Makadzi. You know Makadzi.
Makadzi, yes,
okay.
Yes.
Your home girl.
Yeah, definitely Limpopo. Yeah, I've grew up as a leader, born a leader. I've been leading from my high school. I started to be popular in my high school level. It's when I created a project for Eskom Expo called Photovoltaic City. I think you read about it.
Yeah.
It's an idea that I came up with to actually help reduce load shedding and electricity. That's when I became popular on social media, and I became a motivational speaker. After my matric, I started few businesses there and there. And one of the business that I started is the NGO, Open Up Rising Stars, in 2018, and I've been working there ever since with my kids, Mabonyoko and all those kind of kids that were coming in and out. Then I've developed this camp I've developed this discipline camp because I was so angry. I became
why
angry.
Why were you angry?
I became angry because of the youth of South Africa. You know, the things that they're doing, the alcohol, the mindset, the concept that they have that, you know, the society is not secured, you know. And then I became so angry. No, I was like, no. I must do something about it. I've always had a vision. I've always wanted to do discipline camp. You know, I've went to a military camp. You know, back in high school, I took some of the concept. I was like, no, I want to do something like this, but in a proper way. You know. In a young way, you understand, where kids can understand. I read some books. I have to read some books, make research to come up with a concept. I was like, no, man. You know, these things of the kids, the drinking, the alcohol, the bad attitude, the disrespecting of parents, these are not a problem. These are symptoms that something else is wrong. According to my assessment, looking at the parents department, you know, when God created the world, he made family to secure the society. And if family is broken, young people are in trouble. The world is in trouble. You understand? If a parent knows nothing about teaching a child ways of life, ways of God, you know, when a child grows up, he'll know nothing because he have no foundation. Do you understand? So the reason why I've opened up this thing is to teach these young people ways of life. You understand? Because God says, teach my kids ways of life and ways of God. So when they grow up, they will not forget.
And they will not turn from
You understand? The reason why God says they will not forget, he knows that, you know, kids forget. You know, I can assure you, everything that you've learned in primary, you forgot, right?
Yeah, most of it.
Yep. God knows that you forget. You understand? But on this one, it's a law. He said, teach my kids ways of life and ways of God. When they grow up, they will not forget. Why? Because he will bring remembrance to them. If kids learned nothing, what remembrance will God bring to them?
Yeah,
You understand?
Prince, wait, let's just take it a notch back, right? You are talking about Bible principles. You are just quoting certain scriptures from the Bible. You know, what are these principles specifically that you teach or you train up these kids to? Because we're talking about kids from all walks of life, different religious backgrounds, different cultural upbringings. You know, what are these principles that we're looking at? Because if I have a Muslim kid and maybe I'm struggling, you know, with raising or getting that kid disciplined, you know, and I want to take them to their camp, and then you'll be telling me about Peter, John, you know, Saint Paul from the Christian Bible. You know, what are these principles that you are training up these kids?
So good question.
On?
So good question.
Yeah.
Number one, we're not the religious. We're not religious. We're just actually using the law from the Bible.
Okay.
You understand? We don't say that Muhammad or those kind of things, Islamic. No, we don't mention religion.
Okay.
But you know, the Bible, I was taught by the Bible. You understand? Everything that I do, I include God. Everything, the kids that we teach them the Bible. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't say we are religious, but the book is the one that made my life.
Yeah.
That is why I need to teach other kids how I've done
Share
it.
that manual
Yeah,
with the next
you
kid.
understand?
Yeah.
Yes, because it works.
Yeah.
It worked before. It worked on me. It worked
Still
on a lot
works.
of people.
Yeah.
And it still works. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So I can't do it without the Bible.
Yeah.
I can't do it without the laws. You
Yeah.
know, laws, principles, are things that don't change. You understand?
Okay.
When I say the hand that gives is the hand that receives, but that is principles.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. But looking back, a lot of kids, they've never taught, you know, to actually practice or learn the Bible. You understand? The learn ways of life, ways of God. You know, because of parents violated the law of not teaching their kids these things. Do you understand? And when the kids grow up, they learn nothing. Yet they perish. The kids don't lack confidence because they don't know who they are. You know, young people don't know who they are. You know, they have peer pressure. You know, they go anywhere. The girls, they can go anywhere with the guys with cars. You understand? It is they lack confidence. So they say, if you don't know who you are, the world will tell you who you are.
Social media will tell you who you are.
Definitely. So social media teaches kids. So that's the thing. The social media and the society teaches kids that, you know, it is okay to date from 12 years old so that when you reach 21, you have experience. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the social media does that is not all right. You understand? But mostly I am focusing and emphasizing for parenting department. Parents would send their kids on the street to go play. Do you understand? These are the things that parents you shouldn't do. You know that the society is very, very, it's the wilderness out there. You understand? It's very, very rebellious. You understand? You cannot send your child to that side. If your child leaves your gate, you must be sure. You must be sure that wherever your child is going to, you know, God must be with him. He must be. They must be well. If you're sending your child to, to a boarding school, you must be sure that the boarding school is authentic. Because teachers are hired to teach curriculum, not morals. You learn morals at home.
Discipline.
And if parents themselves, I'm actually emphasizing on parents because those kids, you know, the kids are in my camp now. They're not a problem. We don't have a problem with them. You understand? But the problem with parents, when they go back, that's my worry. Are the parents well enough? You understand?
Okay.
Are they well enough, you know, inside to absorb the energy that the kids gonna bring at home? You understand? The kids have different. They are lions now.
But with some of the local kids that you've worked with, you know, that have been part of your camp, you know, how's the situation? I'm not really trying to compare countries or how, you know, morals are, you know, how kids carry themselves, you know, South Africa compared to Eswatini. But, you know, how did you find the situation in the country?
So,
yeah.
Okay, so because it's the first time we're doing this camp, and we're going to see the result afterwards. But looking at our camps, you know, the camps that we've been doing, we've been getting good result. But there are kids who don't change at all. There are kids who are gradually changing. There are kids who just change like this. Do you understand? But we are looking for change.
Like those kids that have just been waiting for someone like you to just give them push.
As long as there's a word change, there's a word improvement. That is why. Is that one person is enough to change the nation. Do you understand? So yeah, we're looking looking forward to do more camps here in Eswatini. We actually have if we can get the support from Eswatini to get our own facility, we can go as much as 33 years old. Do you understand? Why? Because of, these young men, these young boys, these young girls, they need guidance. It is not a hardness or parenting, strict parents. They don't need strict parents. You just have to be friend with your kids. But don't take nonsense. Be friends.
Then speaking of the camp, what happens, during the camp, days during the camp, the camp's still on, what happens there? What's the situation? Give us a picture of, what really goes on at a disciplinary camp.
The discipline camp is designed to change the mindset of young people. Understand, to overcome risky behaviors such as disrespecting of parents, disrespecting of teachers, the backchatting, the laziness, always on your phone, not washing dishes, all those kind of things. You understand? It aims to overcome those challenges, and we empower them with discipline. We empower them with morality by doing what? This is the concept that we're using. It's our secret. I'm going to share it with the world. You understand? The reason we're doing our camp, the reason why we're doing our camp in nature reserves or in nature, it is because of we've noticed that when kids are away from the cities and without their cell phone, the things that they are attached to, you put in a bush, you understand, and you become firm. Their body and their mind switches to in survival mode, and they need to give you an attention with whatever, you understand. So if you pump a child with information away from home,
so there's no phones there,
there's no cell phones, there's only the Bible, there's only their notebook to take notes, and they learn by doing. They don't learn theory. They've been learning theory at school, it's enough. They learn things by doing, you understand. They wake up 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, we come them to the mountain, they chop some wood, they come make a fire from the ground, they cook their breakfast. They cook their own breakfast.
No one is cooking for them.
No, we don't. We don't. We cook for ourselves. They cook for themselves. You understand? They take care of themselves. But everything is well supervised. You understand? They make a fire from the ground. They cook breakfast. They cook supper. They cook lunch. You understand? For themselves. They wash their own dishes. They wash their own clothes. You understand? These things, these activities, they go on the mat, they exercise, you understand, they do in a military with attention, those kind of things. Because we teach them how to sit up straight, you understand, stand up straight, chest up, confidence, you understand, be a lion, They came there as a chicken,
like
they were
yourself,
giving us,
sir.
you see me, very demure. You understand? So, so we are so firm on them, number one, because we don't want, we need to let them know that we don't take nonsense. We do it on purpose. It's not that we're not personal. We're doing it on purpose, And the way we're shaking them, the way I'm so serious and my face looks so, firm, you understand? And when they be, hey, that's the general, you understand? And they know because why? They need to have a leader. They need to have somebody to look up to. They look up to us. You understand? They can follow me wherever I go, and they trust me. You understand? This is something that they must do in the community. But if a leader, or a father or a mother is drinking in the house or doing nasty things, the kids will follow. You understand?
Exactly.
So we need to, we are make sure that whatever to do as my instructors, we are so straight, we are so firm, we are so respectful. So if they see us in leadership, they will follow it. You understand? And they're waking up, making their own breakfast, learning the gambus. There's this dance that is gambus. You make a sound, make a dance at the same time. We're doing it because of it works as a rehabilitation. If you're smoking drugs, if you're doing, you're having like bad habit, you understand? You focus on the dance all the time. You focus on the dance, you learn the ball crash. That's why they can learn things in 4 days. They can learn these kind of things. This proves that nothing is impossible. And it also proves that you can teach your child about anything. They will learn it.
Just anything.
You understand? Yes. So that is why most of the kids, they feel uncomfortable because they were lazy. And first day they hate the camp, they hate their parents for bringing them. But day 3 they appreciate it because they understand what we're doing.
Prince, one last one, how do parents, even the kids themselves, because there might be a kid or a young person watching right now interested who are part of the camp, how do they reach out to you?
You need to go through a parent. If you're a child, your parents need to consent and actually WhatsApp us.
What's the WhatsApp number?
Okay, in Eswatini they're using Eswatini number. I think you're gonna have to write it on.
We'll have to take it and we'll share with our viewers.
Yes, yeah, just have to do it, take it and share it with the viewers, because I don't know, it's a Eswatini number, but anyway, you'll find it there. But they can find us on Facebook, Rising Stars Generation.
Okay.
And there's on TikTok, Rising Stars Generation. There's an email, there's a number there.
Yes.
They can WhatsApp that number, and also from there they will contact us, ask for that information. We'll give them a document that has all the information on how to register and everything.
Yeah.
December will be there.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, we're here to stay. We're
Yes.
here to change the nation. We're here to change the Amaswati.
Yes.
And I'm falling in love with this country. The Malaula Nature Reserve, kids must practice to go there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Why? Because they need the nature.
Yeah.
They need to go outside. They need to find it themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
It gives them time to think. You understand?
Yeah.
And I appreciate also the support that we get from the country. I'm telling you, from the border to
great
to
support,
the,
right?
Yeah, there's amazing. So it's
Yeah.
an amazing country,
Yeah.
and we're here to stay.
Prince, thank you so much for joining us today in the Golden Hour, and thank you so much for bringing us, such an amazing initiative, training up our kids the right way so that tomorrow they may not forget what you trained them today. All the best on the camp as it goes on, and we hope to catch up with you before the December camp. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you so much. All right.
Well, there's our guest today in the Golden Hour, Prince Mutlo. Yeah, he tried to get me get that pronunciation right, all the way from Limpopo in South Africa. There's a disciplinary camp for kids. His hope is that, they get up to the age of 33 in terms of training and, teaching young people about, principles of discipline. We hope that you guys hit them up on that number, WhatsApp number. We'll get the number and share with you. And of course, hit them up on social media, TikTok and Facebook. With that said, let's take a short break on the Golden Hour. When we come back, we have so much more on the show.
It's your golden hour.
Do you pay your TV license and are up to date with your payments? If not, here is your chance. If you own a TV set, a decoder, or a set-top box, and you voluntarily declare, the TV license fees will not be backdated, and you'll only be required to pay for the 2024 TV license fee. On top of that, you will also avoid paying the 50% penalty fee. This offer is valid until the 30th of September 2024. However, if you pay before the last day of this year's trade fair, you stand a chance to win awesome prizes. The draw will be conducted on the last day of the trade fair, the 8th of September 2024. Take advantage of this leniency period. It's not too late to make the right choice. Pay your TV license and be a compliant citizen. Pay your TV license through any of these TV license pay points, MTN Mobile Money, Eswatini Mobile Imali, Eswatini Post Office, and our NetBank account. When you make payment for your TV license, always remember to reference with your personal identity number.
Welcome back to the show, everyone, on a Family Wednesday. Siyathemba ukuthi there's a lot that you have learned about this disciplinary camp. Moving forward, we know that the families are gathered around. We want to take a look at a movie review that Dumelo had a chance to do, as always, at the Movie Zone, guys. So in this particular one, we are looking at Big Trip 3, and it says Race Around the World. Let's check out this movie review.
What's happening, beautiful viewers at home? You know how we do it. As Tumelo Smelane, we out here for the movie review, and this time around we're just checking out what the kids are watching, as it is a Family Wednesday. So we are looking at watching a the Big Trip 3, Race Around the World, which is basically about a bear family that just lost one of their children, and so the father Mick goes around the world traveling, trying to find the lost kid, which is a bear. Come through, let's check out what the kids are watching.
Hello, Mick. What are you doing here?
I was grabbing a snack on the fly.
Happy flying, Mick.
Oh, you guys are flying, and I'm already falling!
Watch your coconuts!
Dear, are you ready to be a father again?
We're in Mexico, my dudes!
No, we're finished!
Jacob, does he have two? I want my baby back.
It's a kangaroo!
Daddy!
Oh no.
It's sucking us in!
Oh.
Big Trip 3, Around the World.
Give me my baby, you take your baby, and don't you dare say it doesn't look like me!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kwezi Dlamini, and today I was watching Big Trip 3. So the movie was about some animals who were going on a trip. So the main character was probably the bear, because he was trying to find his child. So this movie is about when you wander all the world and wonder what things there will be. And honestly, my favorite character is the birds. So there's two of them, and there's a father and a dad. I mean, a dad and a son. They seem pretty identical to me. It was pretty funny though. My favorite part is when they got stuck in the pit and they were moving their wings a lot. Hi, my name is Melogo Zulu. You might know me from my daddy's post, DJ Zulu Mega Sound, and he posts me sometimes. So I was watching the Big Trip 3, and it was okay. I'm not recommending it a 10 out of 10. I'll recommend it maybe an 8.5. My favorite character is the bird, because he talks too much, just like me. So yeah, and my favorite part is when the bunny was singing to the baby, but I'm sure the bunny's voice is so horrible that he can even break a glass. My name is Letudumo Masuku. Today I was watching a movie called the Big Trip 3 Race Around the World. My favorite character was Mick because he fought for his children and his friends. My favorite scene was when Mick kept on getting different children instead of his child. My favorite character was Big Mick because how fat he was. Yeah. And my favorite part of the movie is when he was delivering other people's children and he also couldn't find his child. He kept on getting dragons, giraffes, lambs, stuff like that. So the movie was great. my other favorite character was the wolf and Oscar. Oscar sounds like an Australian. My name is Siabulelang Kambule, and I watched the Big Trip movie, the third part. As you might know me if you read the Observer papers, because I showed up there twice, in fact. So my favorite character was Oscar. He does sound like an Australian, but sometimes his singing is a bit bad. It's very bad, but it's fun. My favorite scene of the movie was when Mick Mick and the python were fighting, and then Mick Mick just hit the python on his head, and then the python got mad, and then basically the movie is about an older, like a bear, trying to find his last born child and helping other children get to their families safe and sound. Well, that's all I have for you today. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
My name is Sinaso Dudu, and today I was watching the Big Trip 3. And my favorite character was Mick because he was fighting for his friends and his child. And my favorite scene was when the evil birds were sinking in the sand because they wanted Mick and his friends to sink in, but they escaped. So that's all that I have, and thank you. Bye.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luvoletu Dlamini, and I was watching the movie Big Trip 3 Race All Around the World. My favorite character was Mick because he was always stressed about his children and all of that. And also, the movie was about Mick finding his third child, but he couldn't find the child, and there was a python trying to capture the child, but Mick decided to find his child. And that is all. Bye, besties!
Well, that is the movie review for Big Trip 3 Race Around the World. It's so amazing to see the kids give the reviews of the movie. Since it's a kids movie, an animated action adventure comedy family film, make sure that you go to the cinemas and watch this movie. It's time for us to take a look at what happened today in history. My one is that in 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen by 3 handymen at a particular museum. It's called the Louvre.
And mine basically talks about the fact that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was the highest paid actor for 2 consecutive years in 2019, and he was earning 89.4 million US dollars. And of course, we do have birthdays today on the show. Usain Bolt, however you choose to call or pronounce his name, was born today in 1986. He's turning 37 years old. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Bolt. And we also are celebrating the late Kenny Rogers. Unfortunately died in year 2020 in March, right?
Yeah.
Those are the birthdays we had for you today on the Golden Hour. And of course, speaking of, the disciplinary camp for young people, for kids, on the screen. The number appears now at the bottom of the screen: 7908-2984, 7960-6266. Those are the numbers. If you're a parent, not the kid, Mr. Mutlo, if you're a parent, you have to contact them, not you as a kid.
Yeah.
But if you want to be part of their next disciplinary camp.
Yeah, we hope that you guys had an informative day on the Golden Hour, a fun day. We saw the kids as well. Today was an all-rounded show. The kids were here, there's something for the parents and entertainment as well. So we hope that you had a fantastic time. We'll see you guys tomorrow on a Trendy Thursday.
Tomorrow. Bye-bye.
It's your golden hour. You slow down time in your
kude lesinye isikhathi ngaphandle kwalesi.
Aba-researche, bafunze.
Being risky it means ukuthi nalokuwa kwayo kulula.
Nathi kufuna sente ukukhicita loku kusembili.